good, y'all? R&B singer Kevin Mccall has basically been crashing out because he went broke. He recently did an interview where he revealed that he's using EBT cards because he hasn't been properly paid for working with Chris Brown in the past. Now, I'm not quite sure what caused the rift between Chris Brown and Kevin Mccall. I do vividly remember Kevin Mccall being featured on, I think it was a song, I Just Want to See You Strip Right Now. I believe Kevin Mccall was on that song with Chris Brown. They did a couple songs on mixtapes together. But, you know, recently, Bryson Tiller, because I believe Bryson Tiller and Chris Brown are on tour together right now. And Bryson Tiller bought Chris Brown a BMW, you know what I'm saying? So Kevin Mccall basically responded to that and said that, you know, Bryson Tiller and Chris Brown are, you know, dating each other, or they're doing some type of like intimate shit together, you know what I'm saying? And then he went on to do the interview where he basically started crying after he pulled out an EBT card, and he was talking about how he's broke and he basically can't afford to take care of his kids. Now, Young Thug attempted to play, you know, a peer moderator in between Chris Brown and Kevin McCall's never-ending beef, and it turned out to be a wasted effort because Breezy is telling the world he's been chucked the deuces on that relationship, you know what I'm saying? After Kevin's mental breakdown over a $25K payment Chris supposedly owed him on the Back on Fig podcast went viral, Thug intervened and told the struggling singer-songwriter that Chris, the megastar, likely had been too busy to address whatever issues they were having. So Young Thug went on Twitter and said, Kevin McCall, hit me, my nigga. I'll give you the $25K you need, and I know Chris Brown would give it to you. Also, bro, he a real one. Niggas is busy sometimes, brother. So Young Thug obviously has no idea about the past beef between Kevin McCall and Chris Brown. Like, it got so bad, y'all, that Kevin McCall was threatening Chris Brown's kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude, like, straight up crashed out on Chris Brown. And I don't think there's any way that these two could ever, you know, be cool again. But when you owe somebody $25,000, that's a lot of money. And the fact that Kevin McCall is using an EBT card and he can't take care of his kids, you know, I'm not saying that justifies what he said, but the man just wants his money so he can take care of his family, you know what I'm saying? So Chris Brown posted on his Instagram story and he said, remember this, you can't walk across a burnt bridge. And you know what's funnier than a troll? Capital letters, a broke one. And then he put the smirk emoji. So Chris Brown don't have any intentions on paying Kevin McCall that $25K ever. You know what I'm saying? So the response may sound harsh, but Kevin has been gunning for Chris Brown in the public eye for years. So, you know, singer Kevin McCall seemingly called Bryson Tiller gay for buying Chris Brown a Lamborghini after their tour. And he said, I told you, little bro, crazy light-skinned niggas got the best pussy. Hey, bruh, Kevin McCall, bruh, like, since you broke, like, why don't you try to become a comedian, bruh? You do have a name, like, people know you in the industry. Like, you should start doing stand-up comedy because that shit was actually kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm light-skinned, but I gotta admit that was a funny joke, my nigga. So, yeah, man, let me continue to read this. It says, before the tearful interview went viral, Kevin clowned Bryson Tiller with gay jokes after he gifted Chris the grand gesture with the new Lamborghini for taking him a long ride for his Breezy Bowl tour. Remember, Kevin proved he was on EBT government assistance by pulling out his EBT card on stream, but it clearly won't be Chris breaking him off with any residuals. So shout out to Young Thug, man. I really do hope that Young Thug gets in contact with Kevin McCall and gives him the $25K that Chris Brown owes him. And most importantly, Young Thug, if you really want to help Kevin McCall, do some songs with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying to do a whole mixtape with the nigga, but, you know, put Kevin McCall on your next single or put Kevin McCall on your next album and, you know, see if he can get some money from streams. Like, if you put him on the album and you give him a percentage for being featured on the album, that'll help him, because if people see that Young Thug is working with Kevin McCall, then that may, you know, make other artists, you know, want to work with Kevin McCall. You know, have Lil Baby do a song with him, have Future do a song with him, because I'm pretty sure that Kevin McCall has been blackballed from the music industry because of Chris Brown. Chris Brown is probably going around the industry telling people, if you work with this dude, Kevin McCall, I will never do a feature for you again. And we all know that even in 2025, artists love having a Chris Brown feature. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a Chris Brown feature and you could pretty much tour the world for the rest of your life, man. Shout out to Kid Ink. You know, Kid Ink, he did have hit songs before Chris Brown, but his biggest song to this date is Show Me featuring Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people is not gonna do songs with Kevin McCall and ruin their relationship and their, you know, their industry connection with Chris Brown, because Chris Brown is, like, you know, one of the biggest R&B singers of all time. You dig what I'm saying? But man, I wish Chris Brown and Kevin McCall, like, I wish these dudes could meet up in person and just squash whatever issue they have. Like, even if they gotta throw hands, bro, if you guys gotta meet it with each other and just throw hands real quick and just, you know, if you guys can't have a grown man discussion, or you guys decide to, you know, go to Aiden Ross, bro. Hey, Aiden Ross, make the boxing match happen before between Chris Brown and Kevin McCall. Remember, we were supposed to get Chris Brown versus Big Soulja. You know what I'm saying? Like, from what I heard, Whack 100 said Soulja Boy signed a contract to have a boxing match with Chris Brown, and Chris Brown didn't want that smoke. I heard Chris Brown was the one that didn't sign the contract, and I was picking Chris Brown to win that fight. You know what I'm saying? I think there's middle schoolers and high schoolers out there that'll whoop Soulja Boy's ass in a fight. You know what I'm saying? So let's get the Chris Brown versus Kevin McCall boxing match. And if Kevin McCall wins or loses, you know what I'm saying, Aiden Ross, give Kevin McCall the bag, man. Give him a little 50 bands, you know what I'm saying? He ain't worth 100 bands, but, you know, give him 50 bands. You feel me? Like, if he wins the fight, you know, he gets 50 bands. If he loses the fight, give him 25 bands. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Aiden Ross, man. He be doing the celebrity boxing. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section, man. It's your boy Wavy, StayWavyTV. Make sure y'all subscribe, follow your boy. Please thumbs up that video, share that video, and most importantly, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. I really appreciate y'all for watching, man. I'm out.